There comes a stage in a person's life where everything begins to change. You start to feel the circle around you getting smaller, and the names you once called friends begin to fall away, one after another. At first, you get scared. You think something is wrong with you. You think you've become lonely, strange, unlovable. But the truth, you didn't lose anyone. You simply woke up. Today, I'll share with you one of the deepest psychological truths in life, that living without friends might actually be the most rational decision you ever make. Not because you don't want anyone, but because you finally understand who deserves to be close and who should remain far away. Why do people feel afraid of solitude? Fear of solitude is not innate. It is social conditioning. From an early age, you're told, if you don't have friends, you're strange. The people around you are what make you successful. But psychological truth says the opposite. Most of a person's problems come from too many meaningless relationships, from people who pull you backward, from broken energies that steal your clarity, from conversations that add nothing, from presences that consume you instead of building you. Solitude is not fear. Solitude is a mirror. Only strong people are able to look into it without running away. When you stop rubbing shoulders with everyone, when you stop showing up in places that don't resemble who you are, when you quietly withdraw from shallow relationships, you are, in fact, performing a rescue operation on yourself. You are not running away from people. You are running away from the old version of yourself that needed people to feel worthy. The one who lives without friends is not a broken person. He is someone who has recognized his own weight, someone who understood that he does not need an audience around him to feel that he exists. When you start to speak less, to disappear a little, to protect your energy, you'll discover something shocking. 80% of your friends vanish because you no longer provide them with value. Not because you hurt them, not because you changed, but because their closeness was never real from the beginning. Silence exposes, withdrawal tests intentions, and whoever disappears when you're no longer useful to them was never a friend to begin with. People who grow accustomed to living without friends develop something extremely rare: emotional independence. You no longer need someone to pat your shoulder so you can keep going. You no longer wait for someone to understand you in order to feel confident. You no longer search for validation in people's eyes because you've found it within yourself. And here, your presence becomes different, calm, heavy, unmistakable. People sense that you don't need them, and that alone makes them respect you more than you ever imagined. A person who does not need others cannot be manipulated, cannot be humiliated, cannot have their dignity broken. How do you accept living without friends? This isn't a skill, it's a journey. 1. Understand that solitude is not a lack, but an environment for growth. The strongest ideas, the deepest decisions, and the clearest visions do not come from noise. They come when you sit with yourself. 2. Define the kind of person you want to become. Do you want a friend? Or do you want self-respect? Do you want entertainment or growth? Once you know the answer, many relationships will naturally disappear. 3. Fill your day with meaning. Not with people reading, running, working, building your project, watching your own progress. These build you more than dozens of shallow relationships ever could. 4. Understand that valuable relationships are extremely rare. You may find one person in your life who matches your inner frequency, maybe after years, maybe after maturity, and maybe you won't need one at all. 5. Stop comparing yourself to others. The person with 20 friends isn't better than you. Maybe they're just afraid of being alone with themselves. You are not lonely. You're simply no longer willing to waste your time with just anyone. The person who can move forward alone, without applause, without support, without an audience, becomes hard to influence. Why? Because he does not wait for validation from anyone, does not fear losing anyone, does not need anyone to complete his path. This type of person is the one people respect without him asking for it. He is the one who builds wealth, strength, and presence in silence. He is the one who changes, evolves, and returns stronger every time. Living without friends is not weakness, not social failure, and not a problem that needs fixing. It is a phase. A phase every person enters when they begin to understand their own worth. A phase in which one builds themselves before allowing anyone else in. A phase where you discover that quiet is more beautiful, that fewer relationships are deeper, and that walking alone is wider than you ever imagined. You are not running away from people. You simply stopped looking for them. You are moving toward a stronger version of yourself, a version only those who walk the same path will understand.